All right, we're back. We are back in Washington. And now we're going to be watching Pegula, the number 1 seed, taking on Frech, who won her first round match to get here. So let's see how Pegula looks. Probably the favorite to win this tournament, I would guess, just based on ranking, but that doesn't always mean that she will win. And then after this, we've got Shelton. That's in a few hours, though. We've got some time, but let's hope this match is a banger. How are we doing, chat? How are we doing? How are we doing? Wasn't Kalinskaya up a break in third? She was. Did she lose? Did Kalinskaya lose? Is that what you're saying? Oh, it's 5-all. Okay. I think she was only up like 4-3, so it wasn't like she was, miles ahead. Whew. All right. By the way, it looks super, super crappy weather. So let's see if hopefully we get through. I mean, it's been overcast the last couple of days. We've been lucky yesterday, but we will see. I'm eating Tim Tams for the first time because of you. Just found them in a store and they are quite nice. They are, aren't they? They are quite nice. I haven't had Tim Tams in a minute. I'm not going to have them today, but Tim Tams are great. Tim Tams are great. Kalinskaya just broke. Just broke, by the way. All right. I'll tell you, chap. I just went through Instagram for 2 seconds. I already got 2 posts from the WTA about it. They're working Eala too much. Eala's doing too much off-court stuff. Not because she's not doing well on court and she's wasting her time, but they're making her do too much. They're putting her on like every segment, every trend on Instagram and TikTok. They're making her do. It's like, let her rest. Let her rest. She's going to play tomorrow. Stop making her do silly Instagram trends. It's annoying. The trends are annoying. Let her rest. I have Instagram at the moment. I go on and off Instagram depending on my mood. Um, 3-0 head-to-head in favor of Pegula. Does Zverev come in as the hot favorite for Canada? Probably. Coming off the Wimbledon final, consistency's there. No Sinner, no Alcaraz, no Djokovic. So you'd say Zverev is the favorite. He's won Canada before, so yeah, I'd say so. He is the favorite. Clear favorite. I'm assuming that she's going to play late tomorrow because of Svitolina Kudermetova. Yeah, I was talking about that yesterday when the schedule came out. I think that she's going to either play tomorrow night or she'll play this time tomorrow. So when this match is on tomorrow, would be my guess. I think if Eala plays Svitolina, they'll put her on at night. But if Eala plays Kudermetova, they might put her on last match on center court. Because I'm guessing Demon or Nakashima will be first tomorrow because they both played early today, right? So you can always tell what the schedule might be tomorrow based on what happens today, yeah? So like today's schedule, Nakashima and Demon play tomorrow. They played first today. They'll play first tomorrow, most likely. Chen Kalinskaya. The winner of that will take on the winner of this. Oh, actually, maybe not. Maybe Kalinskaya, if Kalinskaya beats Chen and Pegula wins this, maybe that match is on center court tomorrow in the day. Kochiaredo Osaka will be tomorrow on center court. Oh, Pegula's going off court. What is going on? Wow. Okay. We haven't even started. We might have a medical timeout. Pegula's just left the court. Maybe it's a bathroom break, but that's weird to be coming out and going, I need to go to the bathroom, like straight away. What the hell has happened? Did she get injured in the warm-up? What the hell? So Pegula's left the court, unless she just left something in a locker. Oh no, she's coming back. Okay. Super weird. She's okay. She ran back out, so maybe she just left something back in her bag or something. That was weird. Anyway, it's all right. Everything's okay. I think she must have just left something in the locker. She had to go get. Anyways, Pegula's back. It seems like it's okay. Everything's okay. As Frech serving first, I'm going to go Pegula in straights. As that goes in the net by Frech, and it's 15-love. Yeah, that was odd. I think she just left something behind. As a return goes into the forehand of Frech, which is with a backhand from Pegula, as Frech hits it out. Love 30. Love 30. As a return, goes in the forehand of Frech. Forehand now from Pegula. Into the forehand of Frech is Pegula forehand again. Cross-court winner, love 40. Your couch is made of tennis ball textile? It is, yes. You sensationalize that, Cam. Oh, I'm sorry. So, a player randomly walks off the court with an attendant at the end of a warm-up. I'm sorry, like, did that not look like she was getting off-court treatment all of a sudden? Like, come on. You don't see that all the time. There's no sensationalizing that. That was shocking. That could have been scary. Frech gets a point, 15-40. What are you talking about? That doesn't happen all the time, so it was a surprise. I'm sorry that I reacted in a surprised fashion. Holy shit, that was a massive hornet. That person nearly got attacked by a killer bee. What the hell? That was crazy. That was fucking big. What the hell? 15-40. First serve's a fault, second serve. Washington's got hornets or some shit. That's crazy. That was scary. That lady, like, that guy ran. There's a guy who got out of his chair. He's like, oh, see ya. Back in a backhand rally. As Pegula hits it out, 30-40. You did scare us, not going to lie. I was scared too, though. Like, that I was concerned as well. I'm like, what the hell happened? If a player walks off the court at the start of a match, I mean, did she need to go to the bathroom maybe? I don't know. You would have thought she would have done that before she walked out on court. So, like, sorry for thinking that maybe she got injured, because it's unusual that that ever happens. As we return into the forehand of Frech, forehand from Pegula. Into the forehand of Frech is Pegula forehand again. Frech goes up the line. Pegula backhand. Goes wide. Deuce. Why is there a metal grill? Is it because to protect from your dog? Yes. And people. All right. Deuce. She ate some lettuce? I have no idea. As we get a fault, second serve. As a return. Goes the forehand of Frech. Forehand now from Pegula is a winner. Advantage Pegula. All right. As Pegula hits it out, back to deuce. All right. Advantage Pegula. Another break point. All right. As we default, second serve. Second serve. As that goes in the net by Pegula on the return, we get the deuce. You're having a turmeric latte. Nice. But like Helen Sky did get broken back and is in a tie break. Who called that? Somebody earlier. Somebody said, "Oh, she's gonna get broken again. It'll be a tie break." Well, you're a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. All right, advantage Frech. After saving, I think 5 break points already. First serve default, second serve. As the backhand return goes in the backhand of Frech. Backhand now from Pegula again, the backhand of Frech. It's Pegula backhand again to the backhand of Frech. Into the slice of Pegula. Frech backhand to the forehand of Pegula. It's Frech with the backhand on the stretch. Pegula forehand in the net. And Frech holds first game 1-love. One zero. All right. Let's see if Pegula can hold here. All right. As Frech hits a return winner. And it's love 15. Svitolina hasn't played. She's playing tonight. She's the last match tonight. As we're backhand up the line to the slice of Frech. Backhand now from Pegula again. The forehand of Frech is Pegula forehand. Again, the forehand of Frech is Pegula forehand cross-court winner. All right, 15-0. All right, 15-0. As Pegula misses the backhand wide, 15-30. All right, 15-30. All right, nice hitting from Pegula, 30-0. As Pegula serves the fault. Second serve. As the return goes in, so it goes wide by Frech, 40-30. Ah, 40-30. Serve again. There's a fault from Pegula, second serve. As with a backhand rally. Frech with a backhand into the backhand of Pegula. Frech backhand up the line as Pegula forehand goes cross court. Frech goes up the line with a forehand to the backhand of Pegula into the forehand of Frech. It's Pegula forehand again on the stretch. Frech goes cross court. Pegula goes up the line. Great shot. Frech gets it back with a slice. Pegula drop shot winner. 1-1. Great play by Pegula. 1-all. By the way, Chad, I went to the thrift yesterday. What? He did what? How? Oh, you never go there. I found. Has anyone seen the movie Moonwalker with Michael Jackson? I found that. Is that a cult classic? I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it. Is it good? Is it terrible? Is it really bad that it's great? Is it a masterpiece? What is it? Like, what's up? Is it a fine slice from Pegula Goes Long, 15 love? I found it for $2 and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get that. It's a great movie. Okay. As we just serve from Frech into the forehand of Pegula. Frech with the backhand. The backhand of Pegula. Frech with a slice. Pegula. Again to the forehand of Frech. Frech hits a passing shot winner. And it's 30 love. It's a dreadful movie. Okay, so it's one of those movies where it's a divisive movie. You love it or you don't. 30 love. 30 love. Kalinskaya wins. Did she? Jeez. 40 love. Used to rent it constantly at Blockbuster. Okay. Well, I got it because it intrigued me. I was like, oh, interesting. $40.15. And apparently, according to eBay, it's a $20 movie, and I got it for $2. So that's always a massive bonus. When you get a $15 to $20 DVD for $2, I mean, that's a bargain. So I'll watch it and I'll see what it's about. Maybe I'll watch it today. I miss Blockbuster. Don't worry, Blockbuster's going to come back. Maybe not in the form of Blockbuster, but there will be video stores will return. Trust me. I don't even know why they left. Actually, I do. Streaming. But streaming is becoming annoying. People are starting to hate it. People are starting to not like it. The revolution of DVDs and Blu-rays and 4Ks are coming back. Where's physical media? It's coming back. Chen had 2 match points and still lost. Yeah, Chen's had a couple of those matches this year where she's had match points and lost. Been tough, man. Like she's had some tough losses. She has had some tough losses. She had one at the start of the year, I think, right? Didn't she have a match point losing match, right? How do I like Carlos's new hair? I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Roller coaster. They have both opportunities missed. Kalinskaya lucky. Yeah, that was definitely a dodged bullet by Kalinskaya. How was Spider-Man? It was good. I'm not going to say anything because I know that I was one of the first. Like when I was sitting in the movie, I was like, it was so busy. I was like, why is it so busy at 10 o'clock on a Thursday morning? But I remembered that this movie got released today. This is the first the first session that this is being played in Australia. One of the first, because cinemas open at 10, right? So I'm like, I'm watching one of the first public viewings of this movie. So of course it's packed. Maybe if I went at 2 o'clock, it would have been less. But I also know that I'm not going to say anything about this movie, except that you should go see it because it's really, really good. But I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to spoil it, and I don't want to spoil it. But I was like, oh, like there was a lot of like, whoa moments. Like, it's good. I feel like there's no bad Spider-Man movies. Name a bad Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire, maybe. Maybe the second Andrew Garfield Spider-Man was not great, but they're all pretty awesome. Like Spider-Man movies are pretty like almost 100% hit rate. Like they're all pretty great. There's no real terrible ones. All right, 4-hand winner from Pegula, 30 up. So yeah, definitely worth watch. Definitely worth watching. Better than Odyssey? Different to Odyssey. I think the thing with Odyssey that the thing with most movies, right? That Marvel and DC movies are different because they're not singular movies, right? They're part of a bigger movie sphere, right? Whereas Odyssey is just one movie. Like you watch that movie and there's no like sequel. At least I don't think there is. There won't be like there's no you can read up on like there's obviously literature about the Odyssey, the story of Troy and all that kind of stuff. Like there's all that, but it's a singular movie. Like it starts and it ends. Whereas Spider-Man is the fourth of that franchise. Plus, it also has it also connects to a bunch of other movies. So it's different. Like Odyssey has a beginning and an end, and is a full story in 3 hours. Whereas Spider-Man, you got to watch a lot of movies before you get to this movie. And this is a continuation of what's going on, right? So it's different. They're different, but they're both great. I like both of them. I would rewatch both of them. I would rewatch both, which means it must have been pretty good if I was going to rewatch it. And then yesterday, after I got home, I watched Requiem for a Dream. I tell you what, that movie's been out for 25 years, so I'm not spoiling nothing. But people told me that movie is depressing and messed up. I get that, but I really did. I love the edit of it. Like as a film, I was like, I love the colors of it. Like the like it was super like, it felt super raw, like raw. It's a trippy movie, yeah. But I like the editing of it and the way that they did things. I was like, this is like, I just liked it as like a creative. It was a very creative up until till the last 15 minutes when things just went crazy. And I was like, oh, this is what everyone's talking about. Oh, this is why everyone said this is depressing. At the end, I was like, oh, soundtrack's good. Yeah, that movie. Yeah, I'd rewatch that, but it was very like, I sat there after when the credits were rolling, and I was like, what did I just watch? It's not too heavy. No, Requiem for a Dream is definitely not light. It's not light. It's a pretty, yeah. I have to rewatch it again because it left me kind of confused, and then I was like, what just happened? What happened? I was just waiting for, like, what happened? It's crazy. I was sat there. I have to rewatch it. Just a descent to madness. All right, 15-0. There's a bit of nice ace from Frech, 30-15. Never need to see that film again. Yeah, I just appreciated like the way that they visualize certain parts of that movie. I was like, oh, that's a cool way of showing that. Or like that's an interesting way of editing that. And then yeah, I found a very interesting movie. yes, the end of it was very depressing and very, very strange, and yeah. So I have to rewatch it because yeah. But it was interesting. Like I thought it was an interesting movie. I didn't think it was going to be as grim as I expected. As that goes out in the return from Frech, it's from Pegula 3-2. Yeah, it's definitely not a movie for the faint-hearted. But I mean, it's out for 25 years. But yeah, it was a very yeah. It felt like it's a very raw movie. I feel like Obsession made me feel worse at the end of it. It didn't I didn't feel as bad as it after I watched Obsession. I was like, oh, it has that kind of ending, but you're just kind of sitting there wondering what happens next. But it's the end of the movie, so there's nothing happens next. It ends, so it's the end, right? But it's just you just sit there wait, hang on, and you kind of left there confused because you don't have answers. Anyways, it was interesting. I'm still recovering from it a decade later. Beautifully shot. Yeah. Yeah, I love the color grading of it. How it was very green and orange and it was really just off-putting colors. The whole movie and it had that I like the scene when she goes to the doctors and she's tripping out and it's got that fisheye lens and the doctor comes in. I thought I was really I don't know. It was just a very yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Interesting. It was an interesting movie. And then when he's in the car and he's looking at his arm, I'm like, they're not going to do that, are they? And then they do that. What? I mean, it's been out for 25 years. You haven't seen it now. But at the end of the movie, I'm like, wait, hang on. They're not going to do that. And then they start the saw, and I'm like, what the hell? What? Hang on, wait. Brutal. There are some movies that I would not watch again. That was one of them. Okay. I read The Odyssey by Homer in high school. Nice. Still prefer the Spider-Man's original trilogy. Yeah. Yeah, I think the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies are good though. I mean, again, they're not singular. They're part of a bigger thing, but I think they're pretty good. The 4 movies from Tom Holland's a good Spider-Man. This is hard now because every time he plays in other movies, I'm just looking at Spider-Man. So he's kind of when I watched The Odyssey, I was thinking of Spider-Man. So I was like, probably not great. He yeah. He's kind of yeah. When you play a character, when you play a comic book character, you kind of get. It's very. I mean, unless you're like Christian Bale, right? Who is in a lot of great movies outside of Batman. It's he's gonna really have to change physically to not see Spider-Man every time he's in a movie. 30-15. As Pegula serves a fault, second serve. Have to watch Obsession. Yeah, Obsession's great. That was my favorite movie of the year. Back in return from Fress, a winner. Okay. 30-0. Oops. 30-0. All right. That goes out by Freckens 40-30. All right, we get the deuce. All right, he's going to find in the net from Pegula, and Frech's got a break point here. All right, first to default to conserve. As we're going to find out from Frech, that's a great shot. There's the break. 4-2. Uh-oh, Pegula's in trouble now. All right. All right. All right, 4-2. As with a backhand slice from Frech. It's a good drop shot, but Pegula's quick. Puts it away. There's love 15. All right. As Pegula misses that one, 15. Oh. No schedule yet. Okay. 15 all. And a 7 in the back of Pegula. Return is long. 30-15. If you don't want to comment on sports coverage to close the program. Huh? What? 30-15. What are you saying? As with a let. $30-15. As with a fault second serve. As with a double fault, 30-all. Oh, Federer's playing an exhibition in Shanghai this year. I think my heater just went out because it just got cold all of a sudden. Yeah, Kalinskaya beat Chen. It finished about 10 minutes ago. 30-all. As a corner from Frech, too good, 40-30. 40-30. Oh yeah, Thrift as well. I found Scream 1, 2, 3, and 4 as a like combined set. So that's fun. I haven't seen Scream 4. I stopped after 3. Is it a backhand rally? Backhand from Pegula in the net. And Frech goes to 5-2 in the first. All right. 5-2. Pegula is in trouble. After that first point, you'd think Pegula would be destroying Frech. Well, she was. She was winning. You thought that she was up love 40 in the first game, and it felt like this was going to be a Pegula clinic. But now, Pegula is in big trouble. Also, I saw a trailer yesterday for a movie. What's it called? The Dog Stars. It looked good. It looked like a good movie with Josh Brolin and the Aussie guy, Jacob, whatever. It looked good. I was like, oh, that looks kind of interesting. I think it was a zombie movie, or it was like an apocalypse movie. I thought I might watch that. This comes out at the end of the month. I looked alright. No, I've seen the Odyssey already. No, that goes out by Frech on the return. 15 love. As Pegula serves a fault. Second serve. Serving the front of Frech. Backhand of Pegula. Into the backhand of Frech. Frech hits it wide. And it's 30 love. Going to DC tomorrow with my daughter. Hey, enjoy that. Should be a good day in quarterfinal day tomorrow. You'll be seeing De Minaur. Who'll be playing tomorrow? All right, 30-15. There's a backhand slice from Frech. And then Pegula hits a backhand win up. And it's 40-15. As we have fault second serve. There on Monday as well. So much player access. It's crazy. Nice. As we had a backhand return winner from Frech. 40-30. Got to meet Mickelson. Hey. Nice. All right. 40-30. Serving the corner Frech. Backhand out from Pegula. To the slice of Frech as Pegula. Forehand to the corner Frech. Frech hits wide. Pegula holds, but Frech's got the break. 5-3. She's going to serve the set. All right, 5-3. There's your fault, second serve. As we return out the back of Pegula into the slice of Frech. Frech in the nets. And it's love 15. As the return goes out by Pegula, 15 all. As Frech serves again. An ace down the tee. Serve. $30-15. As the return goes to forehand of Frech. Forehand from Pegula. Again to the forehand of Frech as they go forehand to forehand. Pegula then hits it out. 40-15. Frech to take the first set. 40-15. To take the first set. As Pegula returns the forehand of Frech. Pegula backhand into the backhand of Frech. Up the line of the forehand of Pegula. Frech. Forehand again to the forehand of Pegula. Frech forehand again. Into the forehand of Pegula, who goes up the line of the backhand of Frech. Pegula forehand again. As Frech gets it back, but hits it in the net. 40-30. Chat, where is everybody? It's very quiet today. Everybody at work, are they? What are the chat if you're at work? What are the chat if you're at work? So don't get in trouble. Just a quick little, just one, and then press enter, and then run away. 2 in the chat if you're just lurking with no excuse. All right, first serve, fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Pegula. Backhand from Frech up the line. Pegula forehand on the stretch. Frech shanks the forehand, but it goes into the backhand of Pegula. Frech backhand again. Pegula with a slice. Frech slices it back. Pegula with another slice. Frech goes up the line. Into the forehand of Pegula. Frech with a forehand on the stretch again. As Pegula goes up the line, but hits it long. And there's the first set. 6-3 to Frech. Now, a lot of people are working and lurking. A few people are just chilling. All right. All right. All right. 11 winners, 14 errors from Pegula. 11 winners, 9 errors from Frech. Frech has 1 break point. That was enough to win the set. No breaks out of 5 chances for Pegula. So Pegula should have broken the first game. All those break points from the first game of the match. So. All right. All right. All right. All right. Second set. Pegula to serve. Low 15 as Pegula hits it out. What an upset this would be. Frech's never won a match against Pegula. It's 3-0 in favor of Pegula. So this would be quite the upset. Plus, betting-wise, Pegula was a heavy favorite. Pegula was heavy favorite to win this match. So the 3 previous times, they haven't played in over a year, but they played last year on the clay. Pegula hadn't even lost a set to Frech. First set the Frech's ever won against Pegula was today. They played 3 times, once on hard courts, twice on clay, and Pegula's won all of them in straight sets. So this is quite the shock. 30-15. All right, 40-15. All right, nice hitting Pegula. 1-love in the second. All right. Pegula off to a better start in the second set. As Frech backhands to the slice of Pegula. And Frech comes in the net with a volley but missed it. Love 15. All right, backhand rally. As Pegula again to the backhand of Frech. Pegula backhand again to the forehand of Frech. Into the backhand of Pegula. Pegula in the net. 15-0. All right, nice hitting by Pegula. 15-30. As that goes out by Pegula. 30-0. All right, 30-0. As the return goes into the backhand of Frech. Slice from Pegula to the forehand of Frech. As Pegula again to the forehand of Frech. Pegula comes in, puts it away. 30-40. All right. As Frech serves again. As we default second serve. As we're backhand rally. Pegula, the line's a winner. Pegula breaks. 2-love Pegula in the second. 2-love. All right. All right. Love 30. Chance for Break back. Are you cold? I'm freezing. All right, love 40. All right, Pegula saves 115.40. All right, she saves 2. Nice hitting from Pegula, 30-40. As we fault from Pegula, second serve. She double faults. Oh, man. All right, break back. The break back. All right, 2-1, back on serve. Who you got winning Washington on the men's side? Shelton. We're going to watch Shelton later, but I'm going to go Shelton, I reckon. I'll go Shelton. All right, we're back on serve. All right. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to have... So Shelton versus Humbert starts in like 2 hours. I'm not sure if we watch Svitolina or not. Or not. Kind of depends on the Shelton match. And then tomorrow, the schedule should be coming out after this match. And then tomorrow, we've got quarterfinal day. So Osaka plays tomorrow against Cocciaretto. Eala plays the winner of Svitolina Kudermetova. The winner of this match takes on Kalinskaya. Now, if Pegula does lose this match, Eala will be center court tomorrow night. That's... I mean, even if Pegula wins this match, she still might be center court tomorrow night anyway. Because, yeah, I feel like Washington are starting to... Well, they're catching on that Eala is a big deal. Then you got Fritz versus Mickelson tomorrow, which will probably be during the day with De Minaur and Nakashima. They're probably the 2 matches during the day. Hoda Musetti tomorrow is kind of fire. And then the winner of Shelton Humbert versus the winner of Tabilo and Atman. Hoda versus Musetti is probably the best men's match tomorrow on paper. I love that match. We're going to watch that. We have to watch that. It won't be on center court, though. It'll be on court 2 or court 1, whatever. The second court. But that's a crazy matchup. So, yeah. So we got some good tennis tomorrow. We might watch some, we got a lot of Italians playing tomorrow. Tomorrow might be a bit of an Italian day. All right. Love 15. Pegula trying to fight back. All right. Backhand to backhand rally. As Frech hits it in the net. Love 30. Love 30. As Frech serves again. Ace on the tee, 15-30. All right, 15-30. As Frech serves again. The slice Pegula. Pegula hits it out. 30-0. All right. Pegula hits a return winner. Nice shot. 30-40. To get the break again. As the return goes back into Frech. Up the line of the forehand of Pegula. Frech backhand. Goes long. There's the break. Again for Pegula. 3-1. Pegula with the break in second. Oh, legs are freezing. All right, 3-1 Pegula. What's the temperature? It seems very cold. It is cold. This is icy today. The last couple of days has been just ice. Like, it's just been wet, windy, and just chilly. Sitting in a chair doesn't help. 15-0. It's been like drizzle rain. And then combined with a little bit of wind. It's also been snowing, not here, but in the mountains. It's been snowing, so you know it's cold if it's snowing. Lola, you cold? Nah, I'm boiling hot. I'm sweating. Yeah, no, I'm not cold at all. Why would you think I'm cold? I'm clearly burning up. 15-30. As the return goes in the forehand of Pegula. And then Frech hits a forehand wide. 30-0. News flash, it's winter in Australia. Well, that's it, yeah. I think that's people don't understand that too. It's like, it's winter here. It's the opposite of where everybody else is. 40-30. Pegula serves the fault, second serve. As Frech hits a return. Winner! We get the deuce. All right, deuce. What's my favorite season? Winter or summer? I like the start of winter and the start of spring. Like when it's sort of that like at the end of autumn, like when it starts getting into winter, when it starts cooling down, and then at the start when it's still cold, but it's not cold enough that it's like it's not freezing. Like I like it being crispy, but the sun's out. So it's like a nice like 15-degree day. Like I like that. That weather's good. As Pegula, it's a great set out wide, and it's deuce. A weather that I can wear like a hoodie and stuff, but not like that my knees hurt, you know? Like today my knees are sore because it's cold. My knees are frozen. My joints hurt. And that's not because I'm old. It's because it's cold. It's making me feel old. I'm sore because it's cold. It's too cold. But my feet are cold and that sucks. It's hard to warm your feet up. All right, advantage Frech to get back on serve. As a return goes in the backhand of Pegula, she hits away the winner, and we get back to deuce. As Frech hits a lovely passing shot winner. Advantage Frech. All right, a bit of slice. Into the backhand of Pegula, and Pegula puts it away. We get the deuce. All right, nice hitting from Pegula, advantage. As Pegula makes the error, and it's back to deuce. Deuce. As a return. Goes in the front of Pegula. Front from Frech in the back of Pegula. As Frech with a slice in the net. Pegula gets to advantage. As we're serving to the forehand of Frech. Forehand from Pegula. Frech with a lob. Goes long. Pegula holds. 4-1 in the second. Four one. All right. Okay, 4-1 Pegula. She leads the second. Do you like watching baseball or MMA? Also, you know fellow Aussie and former lightweight champ Volkanovski lives in Australia too. I do know that Volk lives in Australia. Yep. I do watch. Yeah, I don't get to watch as much these days, but I do keep up to date casually as with MMA and with baseball. I don't watch baseball. I do not watch baseball. I do not watch baseball, but I do. I follow the Rockies, so I keep up to date with their score. But I don't watch them. I don't watch. I don't know where to watch, but I can't watch Rockies baseball anywhere because it's not a popular team. In Australia, we only have like the big teams, right? They only show the big teams, like the Yankees and the Red Sox. All right, 30 love. The backhand now, the forehand of Frech. Forehand now from Pegula. As Frech goes to the forehand of the backhand of Pegula. Into the backhand of Frech. Backhand of Pegula in the nets. 40 love. As Frech serves the fault. Second serve. All right, nice hitting from Pegula. 40-15. Nice put away by Pegula. 40-15. As Frech serves again. Backhand of Pegula. Backhand from Frech goes into the forehand of Pegula. Into the backhand of Frech. Pegula backhand again. The backhand of Frech up the line to the forehand of Pegula. Sliced. Into the backhand of Frech. Frech hits it out. 40-30. 40-30. As it'll find out from Frech to the backhand of Pegula. Backhand from Frech is wide. We get to deuce. Get to deuce. All right. This goes out by Pegula on the return. Advantage Frech. Whew. All right, there's a bit of forehand from Frech. That's a great shot. Pegula puts up a lob. Then a bounce smash. No, forehand from Frech. Up goes a lob again by Pegula. Doesn't make the net. All right, 4-2 Pegula. 4-2 Pegula. Am I covering the Canadian Open draw? I don't know. It depends on the schedule tomorrow. It will depend on tomorrow's schedule. It's 12 degrees here in Gisborne, New Zealand. Yeah, it's cold here too. It's 4 degrees here. No wonder I'm so cold. All right. As it goes out by Frech, 15 love. First serve is a fault, second serve. All right. As Frech comes to the net and puts it away, 15-0. All right. Nice hitting by Pegula. 30-15. Cam, what is happening? You look and sound like you're out of energy. No, I was just looking at my phone. 30-15. As that goes out by Frech, 40-15. It's 36 today in Poland. Ouch. All right, Pegula, 5-2. Good serving. All right, 5-2. 5-2. Pegula in the second. All right. 5-2. All right, how are we doing, chap? We've got Shelton coming up in 2 hours. All right. How's Pegula looking? She's doing better now. Doing a lot better now. But yeah, first set. She looked like she was gonna break in the first game, and then it was gonna be a clinic, but she couldn't break in that first game, and then she got broken, and that was it. Norrie versus Tomic is coming up in 7.5 hours. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I'll keep an eye on that as well. But Pegula's all right. She looks much better now in the second set. By the way, Tabilo Atman is supposed to be starting pretty soon as well. That should be starting soon. Svitolina is playing last match tonight. Love 15 Pegula. Serving in the back of Pegula, backhand. Winner by Pegula. Love 30. Too good. Love 30. As return goes into the forehand of Frech. Pegula forehand goes long. And it's 15-30. As Frech serves an ace-7 30 all. As Frech serves again. As the return goes to forehand of Frech. Pegula with a volley. Goes long. 40-30. Pegula's going to have to serve this one out, it seems. 40-30. As the return goes into the forehand of Frech. Frech gets it out. All right, we get the deuce. Maybe she won't have to serve it out. As we have fault second serve. Serve in the back of Pegula. Pegula hits it wide. And it's advantage Frech. With a fault second serve. As the return goes in the net by Pegula. And it's 5-3. Pegula's going to serve for the second. All right. Never underestimate Pegula. Usually can turn around if she's behind. Yeah, she's a fighter. All right, serve with the second. The winner of this will take on Kalinskaya tomorrow, who is the defending finalist, and she beat Chen earlier today. $15 love. As we default, second serve goes in the front of Frech. Point out from Pegula. As Frech goes to the back of Pegula, again the front of Frech. Frech hits it wide. And it's 30 love. Kalinskaya won third set tiebreak 9-7. Yeah. It was a battle. She saved 2 match points, right? All right, that goes out by Frech. 40 love. Set points Pegula to take the second set. Schedule will come out after you leave. No, the schedule will come out after this set. The schedule will come out in the next 20 minutes. Top of the hour, by the top of the hour, the schedule will be revealed. Back at return goes wide. We're going 3. Pegula takes the second. And we're going 3. The schedule will come out at the top of the hour. Right? Let me look when the schedule's been coming out. All right, Pegula's going to the bathroom. So yesterday's schedule came out around this time. All right. That's it, by the way. 16 winners, 10 errors by Pegula. 2 out of 2 break points converted. Frech had 6 break points, only converted 1. So the player with the more break points is not winning these sets. Yeah, so day 1 schedule came out way earlier. But yeah, I would say that the schedule is going to come out either after this match or in the next 30 minutes. By the way, chat. I didn't even know this, but apparently Mickelson when he won his match the other day, there was someone in the crowd being a dick, and he turned around and you know, had a go at or not had a go, but he like turned around and was like, you know, get stuffed. But he said I'm tougher than you. And apparently people on the internet didn't like that, which I think is hilarious and so precious. Like, come on. Like, people calling it disgusting. People calling it pathetic. And you go, oh. Mickelson said, nah, he was just chirping all match. It was all good. I'm allowed to say something back, so he goes, because I love it. It's great. But when I win, I'm allowed to say something. If I lose, I wouldn't have said a word. Yeah. I think players should be allowed to respond to heckling. I like that. Good job, Mickelson. Keep it going. If people in the crowd are allowed to talk to you and talk shit, then if you win, you can turn around to them and you can talk back. I feel like that's totally fair. Tennis etiquette, my ass. It's not the 1940s, all right? Not the 1950s. This is not Rod Laver. People in the crowd back then were a lot different than they are now too. Remember that. Tennis etiquette for crowds was different back then too. So Mickelson turning around and talking and going, hey, I'm tougher than you, to somebody in the crowd who was talking shit all day. That's the times we live in. Because people, you know that people back in in 1965 were not yapping to Rod Laver. They were not yapping to who else was back then? Well, maybe they were yapping to Johnny Mack, but because they knew he'd react. I have no problem with that. Anybody? I mean, tennis etiquette. Come on, get with the times. So I don't mind that. Mickelson, good for you. I support that. Hey, Hadar, thank you for the 50 months. Appreciate it. Thank you for the 50 months. And he said if I lost, I wouldn't have said something. Well, yeah, exactly. Which, again, is totally fine. If he had lost, he would have looked silly. But, yeah. If somebody's chirping at you all day, and then you win and you turn around and go, and you point at them out, it's all part of it. It's all part of the interaction with the crowd. I'm sure that guy or girl in the crowd was not thinking, oh, you're so mean to me. No, they were talking shit all day. So nothing wrong with that. But people online getting all pearl clutchy and precious about it, get over it. Oh, he responded to a heckler. Really? You're upset about that? Bro, have you watched the news? You're upset about that? Holy shit. You're clutching pearls over a tennis player responding to a heckler. There's bigger problems. You gotta go outside and touch some grass and get some air. You're angry about that? Man, you got no hope. All right, lovely volley from Pegula. I love that. That's what I love about American tennis, is that the Americans are not afraid. They're outspoken. They go out there and they don't take shit from no one. If the crowd's going at them, they'll go back. And I know they get in the tennis world, it's a little bit more, it's frowned upon to do those things, but I don't mind. This is 2026. If the crowd's allowed to talk shit, the players should be allowed to respond. Without people getting all upset that the tennis player needs to take the higher ground. Well, if we're going to start telling tennis players that they're not allowed to respond to hecklers, then we should start banning hecklers from tennis. Because they're the problem. The players aren't talking shit to the crowd for no reason. Like, you want to go crazy? All right, let's start banning people for heckling. All right, let's start kicking people out of the crowd for not being nice. You want to live in that world, do you? 15-0. As that goes out by Frech, it's 15-30. Backlash or consequences. But that's it. Hey, look, we have a saying in Australia: talk shit, get hit. All right? And that's just consequences for what you say. If you're talking shit in the crowd, players are allowed to hit back. Fair game. 15-30. As the return goes in the net by Frech. 15-40 Pegula. So I love that. Mickelson, don't change. Love that. Stand your ground. The people online getting all crying and boo-hoo, get over it. Get off the internet. 15-40. As Frech serves. A fault. Second serve. Exactly right. If the players don't, if the tournaments don't do anything about them, the players have every right to say something. Exactly. Good on Alex. Exactly. That's it. Yeah. It's more that the people getting upset on the internet about it. You go, you weren't even there. Like calling it disgusting behavior on the part of Mickelson is just so dumb. It's like, no, it's not disgusting behavior. You're getting a little bit precious. Get over it. Stop crying. You weren't even there, you know? 30-40. Second serve Frech. But I love that for Mickelson, and I hope he doesn't change. I don't think he will. 30-40. As the backhand return goes in the forehand of Frech. Pegula backhand to the back of Frech. Frech hits wide. There's the break. Pegula 1-love in the third. Kyrgios will rip into them. Yeah. Yeah. People think if you buy a ticket, you can say whatever you want. Yeah, there's definitely a... Look, I get it. Like, other sports, it may be different, right? In other sports, heckling and booing and all that kind of stuff is more accepted. Tennis is a different environment. But I'll tell you, if somebody's heckling, then the players... I don't care if the players talk back. I think it's really silly when the players get penalized for talking back when the umpire's not doing a good job at crowd control. Like when Opelka did he get a point penalty for for swearing at somebody in the crowd because that person was going at them all day? And I thought that was silly that Opelka would get penalized for responding to someone in the crowd that had been heckling him all day, and that the umpire's got to remove the heckler before the player responds if they don't want that to happen. But I think we should just like if the players are like, I think it's silly that we get code violations for swearing. Like, guys, really? I get it. Like, it's on TV, family friendly, whatever. But my God, are we really like, we haven't gone beyond that where swearing is not like, come on. Like, swearing is not as bad as it used to be. Obviously, there's an extent to that. Like, if you're swearing at someone, threatening someone, different. But if you're just swearing, it seems very like, I don't know. Like, you get in trouble for swearing? Do you get in trouble for swearing in real life? I don't know. 30 love. We have a fault from Pegula, second serve. As the backhand return from Frech goes in. Beautiful shot. 30-15. $30-15. Frech sold the game. Oh, did you lose your bet? Come on now. Lob goes up. And Pegula hits a drive volley winner. 40-15. Come on, bro. The match isn't even over yet. You're crying already. 40-15. Come on now. A fault from Pegula, second serve. And then a double fault. 40-30. Serving to the forehand of Frech. Forehand now from Pegula. Frech with a pass. In the net. 2 love. To love Pegula in the third. We do have Shelton coming up in about an hour and a half. So make sure you stick around for that. I'm excited to watch Shelton. I love watching Shelton. Definitely one of the most entertaining players to watch. Love his energy. Love the way that he goes about his tennis. He brings a nice spice to the tour that is missing. Definitely brings a bit of flavor to the sport. As that 4-1 winner by Pegula is love 15. So I'm excited to watch Shelton. I haven't watched Shelton for a while. Because he lost first round Wimbledon unexpectedly, and we were watching before Wimbledon, but it's been a minute. We haven't watched it for like a month. And he's playing Humbert, who is not easy. Humbert is not an easy player to play. And Humbert also brings a bit of fire, so that should be really interesting too. All right. As Pegula with the return winner. All right, love 30. Love 30. There's a default from Frech, second serve. Think there might be thunderstorms that we might get a delay? No. Backhand return, the forehand of Frech. To the slice Pegula. Frech with the backhand to the forehand of Pegula. Pegula in the net, 15-30. If there are delays, then the Svitolina match, I mean, worst case gets cancelled, right? And then that's on tomorrow, which means that yeah, that means that like Svitolina might have to play 2 matches tomorrow. I'm looking at the radar. It doesn't look like rain's coming. Looks fine. All right, Pegula, 15-40, get the double break. On Sunday, there's supposed to be storms, so for the final, potentially. All right, that return goes out by Frech. Whoops. And Pegula's got a double break, 3 love. Shelton should beat Humbert. Humbert generally struggles on American hard courts. Okay. I'm seeing a 1-2% chance of rain. Yeah. Shouldn't rain in Washington for the rest of the tournament. Yeah. Maybe the final. This is the final. It's meant to be wet. But... All right. All right. 3 love, double break, final set. I had to figure out what I would have for breakfast. Okay. Here we go. Anyone else know what happened to Darderi? I don't know. He retired at 3 loves, so something. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I only saw the score. 15 love. Pancakes. He rage quit. Okay. 30 love. He pointed at his arm and then retired. I mean, look, to be fair, he has played a lot of tennis lately too. So maybe a combination of a lot of tennis plus an issue with an arm, maybe overplayed. All right, see you later, Bradley. First serve default, second serve. There's been a forehand now, 30-15. That forehand goes long by Frech, 40-15. As Pegula too strong. 4 love. Four love. As Frech serves a fault, second serve. 4 love, Pegula final set. Serve on the back of Pegula. Slice return the forehand. Oh, it's the back of Frech. Forehand slice from Pegula. As Frech gets it back to the forehand of Pegula. Pegula puts it away. Love 15. Love 15. As with a backhand rally. Now to the forehand of Frech. Forehand from Pegula. Is too good. Love 30. Are you going to the Commonwealth Games tonight? No. I'm not. I live in Australia. How am I going to go there? Also, we're winning the Commonwealth Games. Australia is so good at Commonwealth Games that like it's boring at this point. Just give us all the medals and just let's move on. We've won so like we were so far ahead of second. It's not even. It's just a joke. Like bring on the Olympics. They're like, come on, Commonwealth Games. What are we doing? Love 30. As that forehand goes out by Frech. Love 40. Like it's called the Australia Games. All right. Everyone else is just participating. Cam, you think you're funny, but you're not. Well, your mum thinks I'm funny, so, I mean, as long as she's happy, I'm happy. Love 40. As Frech serves again. My bad. Excuse me. My sister gave me the wrong info. Okay. She think I was in the UK? As a backhand slice into the forehand of Frech. Forehand now from Pegula. Frech gets a backhand. Pegula puts up a lob. And Frech with a smash. Just puts it away. And it's 15-40. Oh, her Australian friend's there. Oh, okay. Well, maybe she must live in the UK. Forehand from Frech. Into the forehand of Pegula. It's Frech forehand. Goes off the tape. Pegula drop shot. Frech gets it back. Volley from Pegula is too good. Great rally. Pegula 5 love. 5 love. Pegula's going to serve for the match. All right. Australia are basically eating up all the medals. Yeah, we are dominating. We are dominating. Like Pegula. 5 love. All right. All right. All right. Pegula to serve for the match. I bet we watch Musetti Hodar tomorrow or not. I want to. It depends. It'll depend on the schedule. 15 love, but it's definitely on my radar for tomorrow. Definitely on my radar. All right, ace from Pegula, 30 love. $30 love. 2 points away. Like I said, we got about an hour and a half until we got Shelton coming up against Humbert. So a little bit of a break. I'm going to go eat, so we can be ready for that one. Yeah, I read that, Dutchie. Thanks for that. And look, Demon's right. I think the whole world. I mean, look, Demon. That was that response from Demon was to the Australian media because it gets a little, and he knows because he's been in that position where he's been a 18-year-old, prodigy, and the expectations on young Australian tennis players can get ridiculous. So he's probably saying that more to the Australian tennis media to not let's not let's not burden Cruz with expectation. As in a backhand slice, the backhand of Pegula, match points. As Frech with the forehand of the forehand of Pegula. Frech forehand again up the line. Pegula slice goes in the net. One save, 40-30. Yeah, and what we saw, and like I said earlier, like what we saw today from Cruz, he definitely has potential. Like the potential is there. He looked very good today. But yeah, like let's not go crazy and expect him to do some crazy things just yet, as that goes out by Frech on the return. There's the win by Pegula. Bagel to finish. And Pegula is into the quarters, and she'll take on Kalinskaya tomorrow. Ooh, that's actually a crazy match. All right. GG's. Nice recovery from Pegula after a tough first set. But she gets it done, and she is into the quarterfinals of Washington. Demon knows that Australians were coming after him. Well, Demon's the number one Australian. He knows better than anybody what the expectation is as an Australian tennis. Like, the problem with Australian tennis is that we were so good, like, for a while, and we also host one of the biggest tournaments in the world, right? So there's always going to be Australian tennis is always going to be a thing because the Australian Open's a thing, right? If the Australian Open wasn't a slam, maybe the expectations are lower. Kind of like Canada, right? Canada, they don't host a major, they host a 1000, but it doesn't feel like the expectation on Canadian tennis players is as high as Australian, right? Because and same with the UK, right? Because of the history of tennis here. It's such a big history. We've had the Australian Open for over 100 years. We've had many champions. We've had, like Laver and, all the greats, right? So whenever there's a new champion coming along or a new player coming along, it's always like, oh, maybe this guy or this girl can be the one to bring us back to that glory days, which were like 60 years ago now. Leighton had to deal with it. Roddick had to deal with it. Murray had to deal with it for each of theirs. I mean, all the French players have to deal with it too. It's just a different level of expectation. So that's like for Demon to say that again. It's got nothing to do with. He's not saying that to Cruz, or he's not saying that to. He's saying that directly to the Australians, because they'll be waking up today hearing on the news that Cruz lost in straights to Demon, and people will think that's a bad result for Cruz. It's not a bad result. He had a great week. He looked great today, Cruz. But Demon knows better than anybody what it is to be expected to win as an Australian, because he is expected to win as an Australian. So Cruz has got great. Like, he's got his dad who's obviously a legend. He's got De Minaur as a great sort of big brother, right? To kind of guide him through the Australian tennis landscape and how to deal with that. Leighton dealt with it for years too, but in a social media era, it's a little bit different, right? Leighton was popping off in the 90s, which is not the same as popping off in the 2020s. Even Kyrgios, right? He's got Kyrgios in his corner as well if he needs. So he's got a lot of different voices that can give him some advice on how to deal with being, an Australian tennis phenom, because it's not an easy. I mean, it's tough. We are tough on our athletes, and when you look at the Commonwealth Games and seeing the Australians dominating, we expect that from every sport, and that's sometimes it's not realistic. You got to. That's why I like that Cruz isn't getting wild cards to everything. I love that Cruz is going through the qualies. He's getting results in the shadows where no one's really watching the futures. And then he'll break out and have a week like this week where he gets to the second round and has a big win, and everyone's like, wow, oh my God, this guy's amazing. But then he'll go back to doing going back to the grind, right? He won't just accept wild cards to the big tournaments and never play again in the qualies. You know what I mean? So I love that he keeps, that he'll that they'll, and look, this is because Leighton knows this. Leighton's gonna, is going to nurture him and is going to guide him through this hectic period of his early career. The Wimbledon junior final probably set. And I said I love that he lost that final, because not only for himself, but also for everybody else's expectations on him. Had he have won junior Wimbledon, the expectation from Australian fans would have been unrealistic on Cruz. So I'm kind of glad he lost that, so that way everyone's like, oh, okay, we got a great player, but he's not. Let's not go crazy yet. So it's kind of probably not a bad thing, again, that he lost that final. Also for himself to really, to go, okay, the work's not done. We're still not unbeatable, right? There's still a lot of good players out there. We got to, we've got to get back to work. So, yeah, losing that final in the long term might actually be not the worst thing for him. De Minaur lost the final of Wimbledon, and he's doing all right. So, didn't realize Jess won her first tournament in Washington. Was that her first title? Really? That's crazy. He did beat Giron. Yeah, he did. That was a good win. Qualifying and beating Giron. Very solid week. Anyways, that was like 2 hours ago. Now Pegula wins. So we've got Shelton coming up in about an hour and 45. No, sorry, an hour and 20. Oh, she just said that, did she? I didn't hear the interview. I'm waiting for that schedule. I know the schedule's going to come out in like 10 minutes. Waiting for that schedule. Cruz's career is just starting. He should be proud of where he's at. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm super excited about what he's gonna do. Like he has a lot of potential. So I'm very excited to see what happens. I mean, I've been excited as soon as there was word that Cruz was going to play tennis as like a 12-year-old. It was like, ooh, next gen. I mean, we've been talking about the Hewitt dynasty and like the next generation of Hewitt for years. It feels like. I mean, I reckon we've been talking about Cruz for at least 5 years. Like he was playing junior events, like Australian junior events back like when he was like 11, 12. So like I feel like we've been talking about Cruz for most of for at least 5 years. And I've been excited to watch him develop as a Leighton Hewitt fan to continue the dynasty. I don't think he's going to do better than Leighton, and I don't think he's going to accomplish more than Leighton, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't have to. Yeah, it doesn't matter if he doesn't do better than his dad. Just watching the next generation of Hewitt is going to be fun. It's going to be really exciting to watch. Pegula Kalinskaya is always epic. It is, yeah. That match always is nuts. And by the schedule, I'm thinking that's going to be tomorrow afternoon. So I think Pegula Kalinskaya are going to play this time tomorrow. I think tomorrow we've got De Minaur Nakashima, first match on center court, I would guess. Followed by Fritz. Followed by Pegula. Night match, probably Shelton if he wins. Or, and now Musetti Hodar is not going to be center court. They're not. I don't think the tournament's that, unless Humbert beats Shelton. But I don't think the tournament's that forward thinking that they're going to give Hodar center court. I think so. Hodar versus Musetti is going to be on court too. Because they've already played. I mean, Nakashima played, not Nakashima. Nishikori played on center court last night against Hodar, but it was because of Nishikori, wasn't it? It wasn't because of Hodar. Nishikori was the reason they put him on center court. But yeah, and then Eala is going to play tomorrow night, I reckon. The second they put Svitolina on tonight, I thought they're going to put Eala on a night session tomorrow because I think the tournament totally understands that Eala, like it or not, is going to get more people watching than Pegula. And the atmosphere of an Eala night match is something that the tournament want to cash in on. And I think tomorrow night is the time they're going to do it. Because they're paying attention. I like the tournaments. And even though like people are going to be like, why is Eala on center court when Pegula's, number one, whatever. But I totally can get it. If she plays Svitolina, then it's you don't have to justify anything. But if she plays Kudermetova, Eala Kudermetova on center court is going to seem a little strange. But if you know, you know. I mean, the tournaments, just like tournaments given wildcards of Venus, putting Eala on at night session, it makes sense. Like it just makes sense for the tournament. There's a lot of people in Washington that want to watch Eala. You know, the Filipinos are showing up, so why wouldn't they give her the chance to perform at night? Even though it'll send people into a frenzy. But too bad, too sad. All right. All right. The tournaments know when you log off. I know, right? Son of a bitch. I know it's going to be. I know that the schedule is going to come out in the next 5 minutes. So we're going to stick around for 5 minutes. Washington, give us the schedule. Come on. Don't wait until I log off. Give me the schedule now. Don't wait for... We're going to wait. There's going to be a standoff. We're having a standoff with Washington. We're having a standoff. Come on. Give us the schedule. None of this. We'll do it. We'll post it when you leave. No. Post it now. We're here now. Come on. Come on now. You know who's going to be playing. You got the. Come on now. I'm not leaving. Shelton starts in an hour. Come on now. Give us that schedule. Don't be greedy. I think they have around 10 minutes to post. Yeah, they'll post it in the next 5 minutes. Come on now. Come on now. Now that Pegula's match is done, there's no matches happening at the moment on the center court, so come on now. Cam, thanks. I like your attitude. Yes, give us the schedule. Yeah, come on now. We're gonna wait around for this. Come on now. I got nowhere else to be. Come on. Did it snow in Melbourne this year? Yeah, it was. It snowed the other day, which is fun. I don't think I'll be able to go up and see the snow, but which is a shame. But I'll. It was supposed to snow like 2 weeks ago when I was free, but that didn't happen. All right. Still nothing? All right. We'll wait. We're going to wait. We're going to wait. Are you going to watch Dart Preston? Nah. Nah, no Dart versus Preston. Weather looks mild for winter. Yeah, it has been pretty mild. Tabilla Atman, that's supposed to be starting soon, isn't it? Or is there a doubles match on first? I don't know. Maybe there's a doubles match going on. What are we watching next? We are watching Shelton versus Humbert in about an hour. Joint's playing doubles too. Okay. I'm still waiting for this damn schedule. We got 5 minutes till I have to leave. What else is new, chat? What else is new? By the way, we're starting to get the quarterfinal lineups secured. So, men's quarterfinals, we've got 3 of them set. Demon or Nakashima, Fritz versus Mikkelsen, Hodar versus Musetti. On the women's side, we've got Pegula Kalinskaya and Cocciaretto Osaka. The 2 quarterfinals are locked in. Atman was playing really well on Monday. Great serve, yeah. Atman plays good until he doesn't. I like watching him. I mean, he broke out here in Cincy last year, right? So on the hard courts, fast hard courts, he does well. All right. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to leave now. So I'm going to leave. And then we'll come back in about an hour to watch Shelton. But I'm definitely leaving right now. I'm going now. So Pegula wins in 3-6, 6-3, 6-love. She gets it done in 2 hours, just under 2 hours. And I'm definitely leaving so we can come back and we can watch the Shelton match in an hour. I'm gonna go eat something, but I'm definitely not coming back. So I'll see you guys in an hour. Did it work? Did they fall? Did they fall for it? Did they leave? Did they fall for it? Did the schedule come out? Did it work? Did they post it? They post the schedule. Schedule being posted? Did they do it? Did it work? Did I trick them? Damn it! I don't think they didn't do it. Did it work? Did it work? I didn't get him. All right. Damn it. Damn it! Washington, give us a schedule! All right, I'll see you in an hour.